vantage point of him making the play and staying in bounds and throwing it off Marcus, just kind of all of that.
Big time play. Great block. Was able to keep his balance, stay, on the court. Then he, at the end of the game, he got that steal again from Marcus Smart. Big time plays down the stretch, and that's what Jrue does. It's crazy. Sometimes we take it for granted, but at the end of the day, like you live or die with Jrue making decisions like that. Going for a steal, putting his hands, in there. Like we've won a lot of games with him doing that, and those two plays were big time.
Offensively, if there's things you get criticized for, it's your three-point shooting and then your free throw shooting. You hit 2 clutch free throws, you hit a clutch 3. Just what does it mean to you to hit those shots in those moments and help bring your team back?
I work on it as much as I can. At the end of the day, like nobody's perfect, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, I put the time in, and I want to be aggressive. There's going to be times I'm going to shoot that shots. Sometimes I'm going to get to the free throw line. Sometimes I'm going to miss. Sometimes I'm going to make. Sometimes, but at the end of the day, I got to stay aggressive. That's what my teammates want me to do. But all I can do is just put the work in.
You guys give up 9 points in the final 8 minutes of that game. You guys are really struggling to get stops for the first 3 quarters and then the start of the fourth quarter. What did you guys kind of unlock in the final 8 minutes?
Just try to keep guys in front of us, make them take that, tough shots, being as much active as we could, showing our body, showing our hands, crowding the paint and the lanes for them. Sometimes we just luck, Sometimes the ball goes our way, and we was able to get some stops. And but at the end of the day, there was definitely effort behind it.
The catch and shoot 3 specifically. I know that was something you've been worked on and been happy about earlier. So in that moment, for Wes to find you,
was it Wes? I think it was Jrue.
I think Wes got the assist. I don't know.
Maybe Wes. Yes. Wes.
You've worked on, as you said, but is that just sort of at this point a natural catch and you know what I mean? Like you're not thinking about it, like that's the right shot at the right time for you. Is that kind of where you've come, or is that one of those where you had a little bit of a moment to collect and think?
I don't think so. Like in a play like that, when you're like, it was a close game. If you're not confident and comfortable enough to take that shot, for a person that I don't know. He's being criticized for his shooting, but you don't take that shot. You wait, you give the ball to the point guard, you have like a, full play, you set a pick and roll, so everybody touch it, driving kicks, find the open shot, find the open man, try to get a good shot. But, as I said, like, I worked on it, and, I felt the ball good in my hand, and I was able, had the nerves at the time to take that shot.
I guess it fits too with Bobby and Jrue. They're big shots as well.
Yes.
Late. I know nothing would surprise you at this point with those two after what you went through last year. But what does that say about them? That they're unafraid of the moment as well, and in it, and can perform in that kind of clutch situation.
Big time for both of them. Big time plays. They've done it before. We've been a lot of times in situations like this that we've won games, lose games, but with those guys having the ball down the stretch, you're not scared for nothing. Obviously they're gonna make good decisions, they're gonna take good shots, and they're gonna make a lot of shots. So, as a team, we've seen them how they execute down the stretch, and we feel very, very comfortable when Jrue has the ball and Bobby has the ball, or Grayson has the ball, down the stretch, because they've made big time plays. I remember Grayson 4 or 5 months ago, in here that he sent the game in overtime. They've made big time plays down the stretch. Bobby again and again, Jrue defensively, offensively, again and again. So you feel very comfortable when they have the ball down the stretch, and they're gonna make most of the time they're gonna make the right decision.
Well, you guys are down 14 in the fourth quarter, and they've been leading the whole way. Just like, what does it feel like? You obviously got more of the series to go and such. But just what does it feel like to steal this, to come out of here with a win, considering all that?
Feels good. Feels good, but at the end of the day, can't get too high, can't get too low. We have two games ahead of us. We have one at home. Hopefully we can go there and put ourselves in position to win. Enjoy the game as much as possible, compete, and play good basketball. But at the end of the day, like, you can get too high, too low. Like, we were up 7 or 10 the previous game. We lost it. They were up. They lost this one. Like, we just keep going back and forth. And at the end of the day, like, we can get too high for this. Obviously it's great to win the game and great to go back home and feel good about ourselves, but the job's not done.
Oh, and the cut. How did you get cut, and kind of what happened?
I don't know. I was on the floor and I was like, what the hell just happened? Got up and all of a sudden I felt something like dripping down my face and I thought it was blood. It's been a rough couple of days. But I don't know how I got hit. Marcus Smart. Somebody said it was our guy, Pat. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Makes me look good. No, I'm joking.
Is part of what's defined the success of this group your ability to find ways to win in games that they don't? That's hard to see maybe from the outside, and your confidence that you guys are gonna find those ways to win?
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But like we are always disciplined. We always give everything we have, and I don't think there's any time that we've go back to the locker room after the last game that we was like, oh, we didn't play hard enough. We didn't move the ball enough, or we didn't trust one another enough. Like most of the time we do the right things. Sometimes it doesn't go our way, But I believe if everybody has that trust in one another, that we're gonna make the right plays, we're gonna make that extra pass, we're gonna, the effort's gonna always be there, no matter what the outcome is. And I feel like this group, no matter what the outcome is, we can go back. Back home and feel good about ourselves. Like when we watch the film, it's like, what can we do better? It's never about, oh, you gotta give more effort, or you gotta guard this guy better. Like the effort from us and for this team, most of the time is always there. So there's sometimes, as I said, there's sometimes that we might not look like we're gonna win the game, but we just keep playing for 48 minutes. We try to play for 48 minutes, and sometimes luck's by our side, and some balls bounce, to us, and we're able to win some games. And there's sometimes that we can win the game from from start to finish.
Eric, last one.
There's been a bunch of times in this series where I thought you guys missed Chris. Like, you could use him on offense, you could use him on defense, and you guys have leaned into you and Jrue. It's going to be you and Jrue taking a lot of shots. Jrue makes a big play at the end of the game. You guys are both exhausted. You're giving him a hug. I'm curious. I know about your and Chris's relationship, but what has that relationship with Jrue kind of been like over the last 2 years?
It's blooming now. It's blooming. Man, I love Jrue. I love Jrue. He always gives everything for the team. His effort is always there. His attitude is great. He's a great guy to have. Next to you, we're very similar. We not about the extra stuff. We are about winning and just going and take care of business and playing the right way and lead the team in any way possible, offensively and defensively. With Chris, obviously I've been with Chris for 9 years. This is my second year with Jrue, but just me and him being out there and just making plays for the rest of the team. Leading the team is good. It's good. Obviously it's growing our relationship. We learn to play with one another. And obviously Chris is a big part of what we do. We can say we don't need Chris, it's gonna be a lie. But at the end of the day, we cannot think that way. We gotta keep playing good basketball. We gotta keep putting ourselves in a position to win, and hopefully Chris can be healthy to come back and join us and help us. It makes us a lot better. And he can come back. I can take the year off. Do you guys think if I take a year off after this season, Do I still get paid? How do you guys know how it works?
They might pay you.
My pay.
You would get paid.
Yeah, I think they'd still pay.
Fake an injury.
What would you
Like,
do?
if I take
What?
if I take a year off,
Yeah,
what would I do?
yeah.
I'll disappear. I'll go to a island in Greece, stay with my family, and disappear for a year. But no, but when Chris comes back, he makes the teams a lot better. And but at the end of the day, like we gotta focus on what we have to do right now. We gotta go watch film, take care of our body, and execute the game 6. Thank you, guys.